The very beginning of the Nun teaser says, "Make sure you watch to the end," in big, bold caps. Now, I don't know if that's just for YouTube, but there's nothing at the end of this teaser. It just shows the release date, and then it ends. So I don't know why it says that, but anyway, make sure you watch this Things You Missed video all the way to the end. Another year, another installment in the Conjuring franchise. This time it focuses on the nun demon, Valak, who's been teased at one point or another in all 4 Conjuring films so far. The opening shot of the teaser shows this painting. It looks a lot like what West Dakota looks like when he first wakes up in the morning, but this is actually the painting that Ed Warren paints based off his dream in The Conjuring 2. That's the movie where the Warrens have their big showdown with Valak, but The Nun is a prequel, so this is going to be taking place way before the Warrens are even in the picture. I'll get back to the overall timeline of events later in this video. But the reason it shows this painting relates to the voiceover. Roll it.
I had a series of visions when I was younger. And after each one ended, the same thought would be stuck in my head.
Let's pause it there. So this girl has visions of the nun, just as Lorraine Warren did in The Conjuring 2 and Ed Warren did in his dream. So right away, I would make the guess that she's a medium. Then I saw who was speaking these words. It's an actress named Taissa Farmiga, the sister of Vera Farmiga, who plays Lorraine Warren in the Conjuring films. We may only be 3 shots into the teaser, but I think I already got a theory. I think this girl is somehow related to Lorraine Warren. This girl does look to be on the younger side, and with this being a prequel set in 1952, that would make this girl and Lorraine right around the same age. They probably aren't sisters, seeing as how The Nun takes place in Romania and Lorraine was born in Connecticut, but they probably share some common ancestor who passed down the medium ability to both of them. If you're wondering how I know what year this takes place in, I noticed that this shot in the teaser is the same as this location in the post-credit sequence from Annabelle Creation, where this happens. So, as promised, quick rundown of the timeline. The earliest known event is the creation of the Annabelle doll in Annabelle Creation, which I guess is why it's called that. Then in 1943, the car accident from Annabelle Creation takes place. The Nun takes place 9 years later in 1952. 3 years after that, in 1955, is the rest of Annabelle Creation, which leads right into Annabelle's adoption. 12 years later, in 1967, Annabelle returns to kill her adoptive parents, beginning the events of Annabelle. 1971 is The Conjuring, and 1976 is The Conjuring 2. I bring up the timeline because the history of Valak is unique in that it stretches at least 24 years across 3 different countries. It almost makes me wonder if there's something that happens in The Nun that puts a curse on the family and sends Valak to try to kill Ed and Lorraine Warren. So moving on with the teaser, as this creepy old voice is telling us about the Abbey's long history, we're shown this little card. If you mirror it, it says The Nun at the bottom there, and the eyes and mouth are crossed out in ink. The overall shape of this image resembles a stained glass window, so it kind of makes me think that the nun deity was once an agent of good before being possessed by the evil demon Valak. And that idea kind of fits in with this next shot, a door with the words Finit hic Deo burned into it. That's a Latin phrase translating to "this ends a god," or as the priest puts it, and I had to use subtitles to understand what he was saying, "God ends here." So whatever's behind this door has got to be akin to many of the other haunted locations in the series. I wonder if whoever designed this logo was a 9 Inch Nails fan. But anyway, that's it for this teaser. I'll be sure to come back with more Things You Missed when we get a full trailer, and of course when we get the full movie this September. If you're new here, my name is CZ, and I also write and narrate my own horror stories here on the channel. Check out this one about the man who finds some disturbing drawings in his daughter's backpack. And if you're a fan of anything creepy, you're definitely going to want to subscribe to CZsWorld for new horrors every week. Ring that death bell for notifications. See, he's got the right idea. And I'll see you in the next one, assuming we both survive.